what I've decided on is that this will be in a I'm going to do a two-channel sort of scenario. This one's going to be for the old bugger down under, and it's going to be more of a documentary about how this movie was actually put together, or the film. Alright, now, we're basically in training here. I'm sort of trying bits and pieces, but at this point the drone is really just sitting there, and I need to learn how to make that more of a move. Now, when I put it on RC Little Trucks channel, I'll have that doctored so that it will just flow, but within doing that, you can see the cuts most of the time, so I've got to try and make the filmage a little bit more moving. Cheers. Alright, so now the drone, what I'm trying to do is position it between the metal rafters so that I can get that high view and wider looking part of trying to get the whole truck into the filmage. And to do it, as I said, I've got to manoeuvre the drone in between the metal rafters, and they'll pop into the screen every once in a blue moon, and you just can't see how tight the actual flight of it is to get that one shot. Now here once again we'll follow through with a lot of jittering of the gimbal. We're not fluent with the gimbal at this stage, and with luck later on down the track, more movies, more shows, we can get that gimbal work flowing a lot better. Now at this point what I'm doing is I'm bringing the drone in for a landing, so I need to work out in future videos how to bring that in a little bit more movie going type thing. Now we're landing on a one of those basic coffee table type Bunnings things, so I don't have much room here, so I reckon not too bad. Cheers. On the landing, that is. Right, now these are actually photos taken from the drone. The Mini 2 really is a very good camera from my perspective. It may not be a perfect camera, but it's a bloody good one, and I'm very happy with the quality of photos that this camera from the Mini 2 is giving me. Cheers. This is actually on the day of the show, the very morning of it. Quick footage because the crowds were actually starting to roll in, so we couldn't stay up in the air too long. Cheers. Right, now what I'm trying to do with the gimbal on this one is actually get a light so that the camera can pick up images, because as you can see, it's a very dark situation here because we're deep inside the building. So again, mistakes. One, turn the drone the wrong way. Two, what are we looking at? Nothing. So again, big mistake. Now, the beauty of this mistake is that I do go backwards and get a better view, but at this point, yeah, not doing it for us. Now, at this point, there's that little white square. That's what that's what I've been landing and taking the drone off. I reckon I'm doing pretty good landing on that. As you can see, the spacings that I've given the docks, or the finger docks, at this point is not very much for them trailers to get into. Now again, gimbal, not very good work. As you can see, nobody wants to see the ground. I mean, I want to show the track off, not the ground. Then I sort of get into a better position. As you can see, I'm moving backwards to get a better view. That's now a better movie. Again, pictures from the Mini 2 drone, and really the quality is really up there. It really is. I mean, they're just brilliant bloody photos. As far as I'm concerned, they really are. They're really, really nice photos. Yeah, again, very quick, very fast movement on the gimbal. Really needs to be smoothed down. Probably looking at the settings of the radio as well on this one. Now this is interesting. This is with the Pocket 2, the newest type camera to this, just before this show. A lot of failures of what it should be able to do against what it is. It's still a brilliant camera, and the views are very, very good. Now this is really interesting. There's a little green square sitting on this truck on the face of the phone. And right about here, we lose it, and it just springs across to the kids on the side. And I'm thinking, what the? Oh well, so much for Follow Me. You know, big fail for Follow Me with the DJI Pocket 2. Yes, we did have it on ground level, trying to get that closer view, and yeah, it really failed on the following part of it. But I'm very impressed with the actual footage of it. The camera is really giving good footage. Okay, so that was the Follow Me with the Pocket 2's first shot, and it's a big failure. Did not really catch that truck at all, but there's work to be had. I was happy with it, so there you go. Okay, so more photos, and generally speaking, what I'm trying to do to fill in spots is to actually show the show off. Yeah, it's a little bit of movement and still photos all rolled into one to make the atmosphere really looking good. Hopefully we accomplish that. Now on this one, this is the second try of the Pocket 2, and for this we've brought the camera off the ground. We've put it up on the bench that I'm using the drone and all that sort of thing, landing, taken off. Again, we're trying to Follow Me, but this is a whole heap of clips put together on trying to get that truck, the camera, to follow the truck around. Yeah, another failure. The software on the Pocket 2 for Follow Me, this sort of thing, it's not really developed. DJI really needs to put their butts in the gear to get that sort of thing following. I believe the Pocket 1, or the original Pocket, was actually a lot better doing this, so I don't know why they went backwards and not forwards on that, but that's DJI, not really the camera's fault. Point, I'm just about to do a left-hand turn, and my eyes are on the phone, which is teleporting the what the camera can see, and yeah, I'm in all sorts of grief with the B-double at this point. I've got to go back and forth, but later on it just gets worse. Never take your mind off the rod job. This one's where it really does get bad. The eye is on the phone, not on the truck, and crisscrossed all over the place. Yeah, not a good B-double driving area on this one at all. But just goes to show, this is why I said it did get worse. The concept of trying to get that follow me work, and my eyes are on the phone, not the truck. This is what happens, and it just shows you've got to concentrate. At this moment in time, I've given up on the follow me. I'm just going to film the truck. More driving for the one spectator you can see in the screen. Couple of blow-bys, but generally I'm just driving for him. Give him a bit of a view of the truck going around the track the way that I'd been doing it the previous day. Now, remembering that this is actually done on the Sunday, not the Saturday show day, where it was actually a lot more quieter, and it actually gave me the chance to actually do the filming, so that was good. And yeah, it was just general running around. Now, I'll go around the track once, a couple of ins and outs and all that sort of stuff, which is what I was pretty much doing the previous day on the Saturday. And then on this last little run I'll come all the way back, and then you'll see that basically I lose his interest because I've gone back to using the camera, because I'm now going to set the camera up for the reverse into the docks. Now, I've made it very, very tight to get into the docks. The docks don't have much room for the trailers. You've probably got about 5mm, if that, on either side of the trailer. And it's not a straight reverse in. You've got to hook it in. So at this moment in time, I'm going to be bringing the trailers back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, which doesn't show real good driving, but you've got to line the trailer, the B trailer up so that the A trailer can follow through. So it's not an easy manoeuvre, and it shows on the film. But it's probably one of the worst reverse jobs I've done for the whole weekend. But I'd done a fair few, so I was probably pretty tired by this stage anyway, even in the second day. Yep, there you have it. Right, well, there you go. She's landed in the docks. Good for me, and thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for other RC truck and drone movies and whatever else I'm going to whack on this here channel. And enjoy. And thanks for watching. Cheers.